So this USDCAD analysis for Tuesday the 7th of August. Now let's just have a look what happened with prices and where prices may likely go. So this USDCAD has gone into a bit of a consolidation here for a couple of weeks now on the USDCAD. We've not really gone anywhere here on the USDCAD. More recently, we can see here that we did have prices come down towards this 130. Trade slightly below the 130. We've not really broke down, and we've not broken to the upside. So if we do continue to see this breakdown that we are seeing at present, if we do continue to hold 130 as resistance, may just see a move down towards 129.44. Successful break from which we're then looking for a move down towards 129. And if there is volatility to bring us beyond the 129, the very next level of note is a move down towards this 128.39 here on the USDCAD. If, however, we do break back above the 130 here on the USDCAD, if we do break and hold the 130, looking for a move up towards 130.70. While we do have to be aware of the 400 period move now, the 200 period move average acting as resistance. If we are successfully navigating beyond that, we are looking for a move up towards that 130.70, successful break from which, and then we're looking for a move up towards that 131.11 here, while also being aware of the 400 period moving average sitting at the 131, but ultimately looking at the horizontal level of the 131.11. Now, let's just have a look here at the daily chart, see how prices are developing here on the USDCAD, and as we can see on the USDCAD, we have our highs, we have lower highs. We've had this price progression here to the downside. Now this move to the downside has been punctuated by a couple of bullish candles. We are seeing a bit of degree of indecision, pretty much that range that we've seen over the past couple of weeks now on the USDCAD. So even though we are seeing that price progression to the downside is slow, it has slowed markedly and slowed somewhat. So we do have to be aware of the possibility of after seeing deceleration momentum here to the downside, we do have to be aware of the possibility of seeing a counter trend move possibly towards that 31.11. But the overall trend more recently has clearly been to the downside on the US dollar CAD. So if we were to draw like a rough trend line here, we can see this was our uptrend. We've broken out of the uptrend. We've seen the trend to the downside here, but we've seen a slowdown in momentum. So if we can break and hold that 130, possibly looking for those moves down towards that 128.39, pretty close to where we do have the 200 period moving average here on the daily chart, in which case we could see a bullish bounce from that level. And with that said, that wraps up the USDCAD analysis. Thanks for watching.